installHUB.com. Streamlining your installations.
Another week, another podcast. We've made it to Friday, the 25th of August, and you guessed it, another busy week. So let's see what's been going on. Starting with this news, Volvo has teased a new pure electric MPV called the EM90. It'll be unveiled on the 12th of November this year, and pre-orders will start in China the second its car cover hits the floor. Now, it's the latest step in Volvo's electrification strategy, which will culminate in the firm becoming an EV-only car maker by 2030. Volvo says the EM90 was designed for you to make the most of the time spent in the car. The firm's teaser material certainly suggests the cabin will feature some of the comforts of home. Volvo's decision to launch an electric MPV took us by surprise because over the past few months the firm has been working to trim any cars from its lineup that aren't SUVs. The firm has already stopped selling its estate cars and saloons in the UK, and all the EVs the brand has planned to launch in the next few years are tall riding crossovers, and apparently it's what the market wants, Volvo claim. In other EV car news, Japanese car group Nissan will launch 27 electrified vehicles globally by 2030, including 19 battery electric models. According to people who attended the brand's annual dealer conference in Las Vegas earlier this year, as part of the presentation, 3,000 dealership executives were shown 3 new EVs that are expected to debut in the next 7 years, including a crossover coupe-type replacement for the Leaf EV, a performance sedan that could take the place of the current ICE-powered Maxima, as well as a battery-powered crossover based on the CMF EV platform that underpins the Arriva crossover, as well as the European Renault Megane E-Tech hatchback. Kia are also at it as well with the 2025 EV5 reveal as a family-friendly compact SUV with concept car looks. It's Kia's third all-electric vehicle based on the eGMP platform after the EV6 crossover and of course the EV9 SUV. The new EV5 has a mood lighting system with adjustable brightness that users can choose from a total of 64 colours, including 10 shades by Kia's lighting experts. The company says that when activated, the mood lighting synchronises with the vehicle's driving modes, dims in low light conditions, and even alerts the driver if the car goes over the speed limit. And Volkswagen have also joined the party. They've opened a pre-order for its flagship ID.7 electric sedan this Thursday for the European customers. The new flagship EV will start at around €56,995,000 with up to 385 miles of range. The ID.7 is the 6th and largest number of the VW's ID family, which includes the ID.3, the ID.4, the ID.5, the ID.6, you kind of get the idea, and of course the ID Buzz electric van. Santander Consumer Finance has extended its partnership with MG Motor to provide dealers with a beneficial scheme for customers buying new electric vehicles and plug-in hybrids in time for the September 73 plate change. The EV Benefits ecosystem is available to customers choosing to finance their new cars with MG Motor Financial Services and is powered by Zoom EV, which works closely with customers to understand and address concerns about going electric. Available across MG Motor's 153-strong dealer network, the scheme provides access to exclusive benefits and discounts on essential EV services, including home charging installation and public charging tariffs, as well as education EV content and over-the-phone support from EV experts, providing guidance on essential customer service and how to access them. Other benefits include these discounts on nationwide parking, a discount on an emergency roadside recharging service, and access to various prize draws to win free kilowatt hours of charging. In other news this week, the world's top battery maker for electric vehicles, China's Contemporary Amperex Technology Co Ltd, claimed last week that it had developed a battery that can power a car for a distance of 400 km after just 10 minutes of charging. But one of the world's most respected battery tech scientists, Dr. Richard Yamzing, inventor of the graphite anode, is skeptical of the claim. CATL is claiming its battery, called the Shenzing, is the world's first super fast charging lithium iron phosphate battery, and that a full charge enables a range of 435 miles. By way of comparison, the average EV range at the moment is calculated according to Bloomberg at around 291 miles. Dr. Yam Xing, inventor of the graphite anode, has said by email, if the CATL claims are true, this would be an unprecedented enhancement in the battery energy density for the last 30 years. The professor and scientist said he is sceptical of the claims that CATL has achieved density to match its claim of range and charging speed. Much critical information is missing in the CATL claims, such as the cycle life of their battery, which converts to total life miles driven by the EV, and the extreme temperature performance, safeties and cost. Shares of electric vehicle startup VinFast Auto Ltd have surged since the company went public through a special purpose acquisition company deal last week, taking its market capitalisation to levels well beyond established automakers such as Ford Motor Co and General Motors as well. So VinFast, remember this name and watch this space. On now to solar news. There is new technology that is eradicating the need for pumps, fans, control units and expensive materials, whilst also making more clean water and thermal energy. Researchers from Imperial College London have engineered a leaf-like solar design for heightened efficiency. This photovoltaic leaf, PV leaf, innovation employs budget-friendly materials, igniting the potential for next-gen renewable solutions. Experiments revealed that PV leaves generated over 10% extra electricity compared to standard solar panels, which dissipate 70% of solar energy, drawing from natural leaf functions, channeling water movements. Employing natural fibres and hydrogels, it removes solar cell heat affordably, the scientific team has said. Professor Christos Marksides, head of Clean Energy Processes Laboratory and author of the study, said implementing this innovation leaf-like design could help expedite the global energy transition while addressing two pressing global challenges: the need for increased energy and fresh water. Now, this is very needed. Companies and educational groups across the UK and Europe are ramping up their training programmes to close the green skills gap. As demand surges for workers that can install and maintain renewable energy sources, the training targets the areas of the greatest immediate shortage, including heat pump and solar panel installation, residential and commercial building upgrades, and electric vehicle charging installation. Across Europe, more than 1 million solar workers will be needed in the next 7 years to meet the 2030 renewable energy targets. The Solar Power Europe industry body estimates that this is what will be needed to move forward, and in the UK alone, PwC forecasts are for up to 66,000 new heating engineers. Of course, some roles in this field do require several years of education, but for those that don't, the corporate in-house training and technical academy programmes are attempting to fill the gap. The British renewables energy group Octopus runs a training centre in the industrial area of Slough, where it says it can provide fully funded training for up to 1,000 staff a year in installing renewable energy systems. Smart home company SwitchBot has announced its newest generation retrofit curtain motor, the SwitchBot Curtain 3. Now, the SwitchBot Curtain 3 is a smart drapes robot that promises an improved experience for your smart home, whether that's Google, Amazon, SmartThings or Apple Home, due to its integration with the SwitchBot Hub 2, which is compatible with the Matter Smart Home standard. The design and functionality of the original SwitchBot Curtain have been significantly enhanced in this version, featuring increased strength and quieter operation. Additionally, it offers ultimate battery life thanks to a new integratable solar panel. The company claims you can get the motor or motors set up in just 30 seconds without the need for tools or other hidden costs. The dynamic clamp SwitchBot Curtain 3 is able to adapt to 99% of curtain tracks found around the world, including telescopic rods. Apparently, people can simply check online whether it would be compatible with their existing infrastructure. Now, this one has personally really fascinated me, and I'm sure it will you too. A spacecraft has detected tiny jets that could be an elusive source of the sun's solar wind. The discovery was made by the European Space Agency Solar Orbiter. According to the ESA, the satellite is the most complex scientific lab ever sent to the sun. Using the extreme ultraviolet imager, a suite of remote sensing telescopes, the probe spotted jets of material emerging from the sun's outer atmosphere. Each jet lasts between 20 and 100 seconds. During these fleeting moments, they expel charged particles known as the plasma at around 100 kilometers per second. Scientists suspect the jets are powering the solar wind. Also this week, the UK government has been urged to create a green tech investment fund or risk falling behind. Britain should mirror the efforts made by the US and the EU by putting billions into green startups, the Institute for Public Policy Research is saying. Without urgent government action, the UK will remain on the starting blocks of the race to capture the green industries of tomorrow. US President Joe Biden's Inflation Reduction Act, which was passed a year ago, aims to dramatically boost investment in clean technologies and create green sector jobs in America. The EU's response was, of course, with the Green Deal industrial plan. The UK is being lapped by the USA and the EU. What we're doing right now just isn't working, George Dibb, who is head of the Centre for Economics Justice, told The National. We need a change of approach. New public investments designed to crowd in or co-invest with businesses should be part of this plan. And it's not just Joe Biden who's busy in this sector making plans. China's central government plans more funding for low-carbon technology projects to extend global green tech dominance. China's central government will direct part of its budget to fund pilot projects featuring advanced green and low-carbon technologies and to support the country's 2060 carbon-neutral goal, boost its weak economy and gain a competitive edge in the global green tech market. The National Development and Reform Commission, China's central economic planner, was joined by 9 other state agencies calling for local governments to submit project proposals. These pilot projects will focus on non-fossil energy usage, clean and efficient utilisation of fossil energy, advanced power grids, energy storage and green hydrogen, as well as decarbonisation in emission-heavy industries and the use of advanced carbon capture, utilisation and storage technologies. And finally, green tech startup Stable Energy has secured a €15 million investment. Munich-based startup Stable Energy is developing commercial energy storage with the use of EV batteries. It raised $50 million in a funding round that includes Nordic Alpha Partners and EIC. Stable Energy is giving old EV batteries a second life while providing commercial energy storage. With Stable Energy, battery modules of different states can be interconnected no matter how heavily the battery in the vehicles was stressed. So that's all from me. As ever, I'll be back with you next Friday, and if you are an installer, be sure to check out our software online at installHUB.com and allow us to help you to streamline your installations. From everybody here, you have a fantastic weekend.